Sometimes in crypto, it is important to zoom out. When you look at the short term, these small incremental moves from time to time, it doesn't seem like there's a lot going on. But when we look at both the price of Bone and the price of Shiba Inu, there are actually some long-term trends that are intact that are both pointing towards bullish moves to the upside. And I want to show you guys what I'm talking about. And as always, this is not financial advice, but let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, Shiba Inu, right, has actually been looking very bullish in the short term. We've actually been riding this trend since earlier in March, and we haven't kicked it yet. Now, it's not this huge, massive move that people want, but you got to remember, we're still in a bull market. There's still bears attacking, all these things, right? But even when we zoom back out to the start of the year, okay, the start of 2023, we are following this long-term ascending line, right? This long-term trend line. Now, obviously, we had the big spike up throughout the year, which kind of threw this whole chart off. But right now, we are riding that trend line and have been continuing to do so for the better part, or for over a month, actually, for over a month now. And it shows that we are likely to continue in this uptrend, okay? Now, let's take a look at Bone. Bone is following the exact same thing, and its trend line actually goes back even further. It goes back to May of 2022. It has this trend line that it's continued to follow. Yes, it's had massive spikes up, but every time it's pulled back down and touched this trend line, it may have treaded around there for a little bit of time, but it continued to go on and extend upwards. Now, as we get into a better part of the market, obviously, inflation looks to start to be getting under control now, and we're starting to see more and more money flow into the market, more and more developments happening with the Shiba Inu ecosystem. This is where things could get very interesting. Now, I'm not saying there aren't pullbacks along the way. I'm not even saying that this trend line, won't be broken, right? Trends are meant to be broken. That's just what happens, right? If you break it, you just draw a new line, right? But the point is right now, these trend lines that both Bone and Shiba Inu have are very, very bullish. And it looks like we are about to continue following those, right? Obviously, Shiba Inu chart, it's continuing to rise. Obviously, Bone is starting to flip around now that it got down to $1 here. And it looks like it's probably going to follow this trend line and then spike back up sometime in probably late April, May, somewhere in there, if we go by what's happened in history. But I thought I'd share that with you guys. When in doubt, zoom out. This is a very important thing to pay attention to. And right now, obviously, the Shiba Inu ecosystem is looking good. So appreciate you guys as always. Definitely show your support below if you haven't. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. And I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Take care.